Alright, this is for anybody who just got into the video right now. If it's been done after live, anything like that, we will be looking at tier lists for Marvel Rivals today. Something I've actually been wanting to do for quite some time. I'm looking at characters that could potentially come to the game, or characters that are already in the game. Kind of just look at how the art team had designed them for their basic skins, and maybe even look at some of their skins later on as well. To get started, I did want to go ahead and hop in on YouTube just to check out some videos, just to get into the mood for looking at Marvel Rivals. But that will just be in just a bit of a second, so just give me a bit to get my stream ready and for live. Woo, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get started, guys. We are looking at Marvel Rivals today. I do want to go ahead and watch some videos here first, just to start off with, for everything that's been going on. So let me go ahead and get those things going. Maybe I wasn't as ready as I thought I was, but we'll see. We'll see. I like listening to... Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I just want to go ahead and go through some of the videos first before I go into any of my tier lists or anything like that. First, so today we're just going to be going over characters that I kind of want to see in the game featured, whether or not they might actually feature as a character, and kind of dive deeper into some of the artwork that was done for the game, specifically the character models, and kind of just look at what they have so far and what we've seen. Look anything like that. So I have already seen some of the videos here. I think in one of my previous previous streams, I did look at a couple of them already, just because I went on a whim just to look at them. But today we might as well go through them again really quickly. Some of the trailers I already went through, but I really want to go through some other ones because they've posted quite a lot, and I mean a lot. But, just gonna be talking, as much as I can about it. Hopefully, I have some insight, have something worthy to say that's hasn't been said already. But a lot of people already like the game. Already looks really good. Haven't quite gotten my hands on it, and I really, really want to. So I can't wait for the 6th. Really can't wait. It's gonna be fantastic. So we've already watched the announcement trailer before. It looks really, really good. I really liked how it looks, especially the art style of the game looks fantastic. I think I was talking to my girlfriend not too long ago. That the art style is kind of reminiscent of a lot of the recent animated movies that we've been seeing a lot. Like you're seeing a lot more comic booky looking movies, and so it looks like this game is heading in that direction to make it look kind of a little bit more comic booky. Like you're seeing like the way that a lot of the tones change on certain characters, like the colors, the tones, and they're even adding like a little bit of dash marks here and there, like sketch marks here and there, that you'll see pop up every now and then, which makes it look a little bit more like it's just been drawn rather than it's just being a 3D model of a character. And they're going for like a very comic looking character as well. They're not going for realism like they did for like the previous Marvel game, which is fantastic. They really want to make sure that the style lasts for a really, really long time, which is why they're going in this direction. So I think the game's going to come out looking really, really good, regardless. Even years from now, based on the style that they've gone for, it's going to look really good for a very, very long time. So we've already watched the Marvel Travels first stand already. We've already watched the console announcement, and I believe No One Rivals Doom is what we've already seen. I kind of want to go over some more things. I have already seen the Moon Knight trailer way back when it first came out, so 2 weeks ago. Same thing with Hawkeye. I've already seen that video. I've already watched this as well. There's not a whole lot to go into these two. I really want to go over what's already in the game, not really what they're saying. I'm not too big on like game detail specifics. I really like just like having fun in a game than anything else. And of course, looking at all the artwork that I can find on the game that is official or is like been leaked is nice for something for me to see, but I don't want to get in trouble looking at anything leaked things. But we'll see what we have here. I haven't looked at this. I like it started playing automatically for me for a bit, and then I just stopped. I haven't really seen anything about Clintar or the Hydra one at all. I do also want to look at the shorts that they've been posting because they're just really quick snippets that are really cool. And then we'll get into the tier lists later. And then of course there's skins that they've been promoting on their channel as well. So let's start with the next video that I haven't seen, which is actually Yggdrasil, the World Tree Kingdom of Gods. Let's see how this goes. So far it looks pretty good. I have no real problems with it. Okay, let's do. Sorry, I'm like messing with my headphones. So far, from what I've seen, it looks pretty good. I think the game really likes to lean on like MCU a lot, which is good because the MCU looks really gorgeous when they do when especially with like set pieces most of the time. Obviously, the MCU's been like not doing so well recently, but I think the overall design for a lot of the places and a lot of things they've done in the MCU look really good. So they've kind of taken some inspiration from it, but it's not like fully copying everything. It's really nice text that they have going on here to reveal Scar, which is really cool. I like that. Loki's staff is really interesting. I wanted to say that's Hela, but I have no idea. That went by pretty quick for me. Is that Thor's mom? Is that Freya? Well, these guards look really cool. I do like these guards. We've seen a lot of gameplay already of these maps from a bunch of people who've gotten into the beta. These maps look beautiful. They're amazing. I love the breakable environment. Though because I haven't played it myself personally, I can't really give an insight on like every inch in detail. But based off of the trailer itself, the way it's being used and what they're highlighting looks really cool. I don't think I've really seen this room at all. It could be a spawn room. I have no idea. Oh, look! Is that the destroyer from the? I forgot what his name is. Is it the destroyer? I have no idea. But from Thor 1, then I think that's Hela in the background. I have no idea. Banners look pretty cool. All Loki inspired. Nice. A lot of gold. It's really good. Got a tree going on. Nice, cool. Then we got the world tree. Oh, that looks beautiful. Looks amazing. Although I would have preferred, instead of the blue, more like a lighter color, like, or a warmer toned color. But there's already so much gold going on. That might be the reason why they chose a cool tones, because there's already so much gold like everywhere that there's not really a point for putting anything else down. Or at least it makes it easier to spot characters, I guess, in the air. I don't know. There should be some reason why they chose that. But, yeah, overall the map looks really good. Here's a beautiful shot of the sky. Is no longer blue, but, like, it's still really, really nice. I like this a lot. It's very vibrant. Very, I want to say heavenly, but it's very royal. Very up there. It's really nice. Oh, I just love that animation. I love that logo. Then we got that Hela intro here. Oh, that'd be a sick character to intro later on. Is it Surtur? I'm forgetting my Norse mythology, but it's using Loki. I think it's Surtur. I might be wrong. Please correct me if I am. Oh my god. But yeah, I would love to see that. Looks cool. Looks cool. Looks cool. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. Strategist Loki, King of Yggdrasil. Alright, this one's gonna go by really quick for me.
I am Loki. It's time for magic.
Off the bat, let's see. Ignite the battle. Cool.
It's time.
Oh, that artwork looks so good. It's so clean. I like how they make it all sketchy looking. Like, if you notice how what they do is that it looks like the lines aren't complete. They're kind of like rough sketches that just quick, and then they do a really amazing color job on the character art. Like, the line art is purposely made to look like it's unfinished, like to match all these striking lines all over the place, to make it to feel really drawn there. It's really nice. I like that. They have that really nice fade effect in the background. A lot of games are starting to do that. I think Genshin Impact was one of the first games I saw that kind of did that effect, where like something's obviously this is also like a normal thing for drawing as well, like as things are further in the background, like they kind of have like a little bit faded at some point, but like I don't usually see that on characters too often, because their whole bodies in the foreground. So it's really odd to me when I see this, but I saw it mostly with Genshin Impact, and now I'm seeing it all over the place. Where I don't think this is necessary for a character, but for like objects and things in the background, it makes sense for. But it still looks really cool. His coat looks amazing. My God. I'll talk more about their default stuff, but this artwork itself looks really good.
For magic.
Nice effects. Yeah, let's like that staff he has. The staff that he has.
The more the merrier.
It feels more like a glaive when you look at it. It doesn't feel like a staff. It looks like a glaive or a spear of some sort. His abilities are really interesting. Very trickster, which was very good for Loki. He looks amazing. I like that he can duplicate himself. He can go invisible. He can transfer himself into other characters. Again, really good artwork. Oh, look, just, boom, boom, boom. Just like kind of echo from Overwatch. Amazing. That's another thing that I'm starting to really like about this. That if you notice that they kind of have their signatures, like a literal signature, and when they do it for the Asgardians, their signature is written out in runes. Loki. Like, that's really cool. I love that. They're using different types of greens because his main color theme is green. Yellow text because he's accented in a lot of gold. He uses a lot of gold accents. Again, the artwork, amazing. Really thin character. Really nice cape. I hear a lot of people talking about it. It looks really cool. Again, the signature underneath his actual name is like a nice touch. They didn't have to do that, but it's a nice touch that they have there. The text is also, text font looks really nice. I love that. Really simple. They just kind of layer it on top of each other. You can tell it's not like a block. It's just on top of each other. Looks good. And he's got his little Loki logo in the background. Whew. Alright, Tokyo 2099. This one I've seen a lot of gameplay on, a lot of people playing on this map. I don't know how I feel about this map, to be honest. It looks a little goofy in my opinion. Just a tiny bit goofy. But, you know, it's in the future. So, who knows? Different universe. It's got a lot of things are going to end up being really goofy in this game. Silver Samurai spotted. I think that is. If he gets in the game, if the Silver Samurai gets in the game, I'm going to lose my mind, man. I'm going to lose my mind. I love the Silver Samurai. I don't know what it is about him. I just thought he was really cool when I was younger. And then when I saw him in Wolverine, I was a little disappointed he didn't look a lot more like his counterpart in the comics, but he still looked really cool in the Wolverine movie. And now I really want to see how Marvel Rivals takes care of him, what he can do. I think he'd be really cool. I'd love to see him in the game. If Jeff can make it, Silver Samurai can make it. Really interesting vibe going on. This feels very Overwatchy, where a lot of like the cars and trucks and stuff don't have wheels; they're just kind of floating, and then they got bots all over the place. Again, it's in 2099. Overwatch takes place in like 2070 something. Super cyberpunk vibes going on. Nice. Nothing really too out there for me to poke at. We got Penny Parker all over the place. Looking cool. This looks kind of weird. It's so big that it kind of stands out a little too much. Like the sword in the mouth. Like this overall design looks really cool, but for the size, the sheer size of this mask and sword on the building is incredibly large. And looks kind of weird for how large it is. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. It's probably just me, to be honest. But this looks kind of weird. I don't know. I like having this little armor pieces floating here. Is that Penny Parker? I can't tell. Nice, cool drums, awesome artwork on top. Practice range area here for archery or shooting. It's really cool. I don't know what that is, but that looks pretty awesome. Oh, I know that's a skin. Those are both Spider-Man skins. This is one I think that we're getting later. I think it got leaked at some point. Or did they post it? I don't know. I don't remember. I've seen it leaked and I probably saw it posted already. But it's Spider-Man with the bag over his head, and then we got the Spider-Man 2099, or no, Spider-Punk, just Spider-Punk 2099 skin here, just battling it out. It's pretty cool. I don't know what this is. It's just like a floating roof for like a video game fight ring, like live video game fight ring. Odd. I don't know. Floating ships, large buildings, and so huge shattered piece of the multiverse. Again, I want to say that is Silver Samurai. And if he has the large Kabuto helmet, like the one that has, let's just like elongated, and then he has the ornament in the front like that, oh, it's gonna look sick. He's gonna look so sick. I don't know, traditional armor just looks so cool to me. Which is why, if you've seen any of my playthroughs for that's interesting. Playthroughs for Honor before I started looking more into Marvel Rivals, then this is really cool. Oh my god. This amazing. Yeah. Any character that just has like really good armor, I'm just gonna love so much. Like, their armor makes sense to how it looks, fits, and it's worn. It doesn't have to be realistic. It just has to make sense. I love. And then if it does look traditional, then it looks really good. Alright, hello. Oh god. Oh, this woman. Oh. She looks a lot like her MCU counterpart. She really, really does. What? I'll look into it later, but what does her I think her comic variant is just a slab of a couple greens and blacks, mostly black, if I remember correctly. But I'm thinking about like the super old version. Those nails are long as hell, but that makes sense for Hela. God, she looks good. That's so sick. The animation is so sick. Her cape is also sick. I really want to see Doctor Strange get a skin that has a cape that's kind of like this. Especially if they do like a zombie theme for everybody and they kind of do his zombie MCU counterpart with all the demons and the ghosts on the cape. Oh, and they make it kind of like this kind of style effect where it's like fading apart at the end. That would be sick.
As expected.
Oh, it's also kind of see-through too, so you can kind of see past the cape a little bit to see more of her frame and her body. That's something I didn't notice when watching other people's gameplay. Gosh, it must be hard to get headshots in her if her head has like this huge crown on it. Like, you can tell who it is, but like seeing exactly where her head is. No, it might be a little easier because you can like just pinpoint where it's all pointing to. Oh, she looks good. She looks good. Again, the artwork style is really nice. It's breaking apart here. It has like the lines going through, the sketch lines going through. Really nice lighting here. Super harsh. It's really good. Again, Hela, just boom. Hela. I love that. That's nice. Good touch. I love that. Good touch. Good touch. Already saw this. So let's go into Penny Parker. The more I look at Penny Parker, the more I actually don't. I don't know if it's her artwork or in-game model. I think it's the in-game model I don't like as much as her artwork. Like this actually looks really good. Okay, that's just her in the back. Okay. Oh, dude, her suit looks really good. Looks really good. Yeah, she looks fine. She's very diva coated, but yeah, she looks fine. Very cute. Yeah, I think it's her. I don't know. Right there, she looks fine. She looks okay there. But I don't know where I saw it, but like I saw her face. I was just like, that looks a little weird. This looks good. She definitely doesn't look like her Into the Spider-Verse character, but that's perfectly fine. She doesn't really have to. But she looks good. She looks really good. It makes sense because she's like, her story's like based off of Evangelion, right? So it makes sense that she would have her own proper suit to be inside of the mech, which also is very thin and large, like the ones from Evangelion. So it looks like it's leaning more towards the inspiration of Penny Parker rather than like the Penny Parker that we already have. So it's looking into like backtracking to like what we already have for Penny Parker, and then the inspiration that backed up Penny Parker to make the Rivals variation, which is really nice that they did that, or that they looked into doing that. It's something that you want to do. You don't want to just look at the character from the comic books. You want to look at what may have inspired the character from the comic books, if you know what inspired those characters.
Time for some fireworks.
Like if it was another series or another game, anything like that, then this probably would have been really good.
And that's how we do it in Tokyo.
Ooh, is that a new skin? I actually haven't seen that skin or anyone play with that skin. I probably saw it a long time ago when I was looking up the skins, but that's cool. Her abilities are kind of weird for being in a mech.
Coming back from that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I have not seen this skin. What the hell? Dude. Oh, she's changed a lot. She's changed a lot. My god. Yeah, I think it's her model looks kind of funky. Like she has a circle for a head. Like it looks so odd. I don't know why. Her cheeks look way too puffy for me. Looks a little weird. But in the artwork, they're not as puffy, which is weird. Just weird. I forgot to look at her signature. That's okay. All right. Ooh, I like that. Nice, good touch. They didn't have to do that, but that is a nice touch, along with like the traditional look here, and then the spider look behind it connected all together. That's really cool. And then a nice plain font here. Again, I'm loving all the small, tiny details of everything. Penny Parker suit. Oh, what the hell? Is that a Hulk plushie? Oh, wow, that's hilarious. I feel like that's gonna be the big thing, kind of like, oh man, what was it in Overwatch? Overwatch had like a plushie that was like super popular. It was like all over the game, constantly everywhere. Oh, I don't remember. But the Hulk plushie is pretty funny. I like that. The Hulk plushie is pretty funny. Nice. Looks good. Everything looks good. Yeah, I don't know. There's just nothing. Again, it's the. Okay, maybe this is like my only gripe of the map is that they have like some of these huge set pieces, which kind of look weird to just place on the buildings. Like, to me, it's like it's a weird design because they're placed in places where it doesn't look like they would fit naturally. They just look like there's something that's been put on top of an area just to like make sure that that area is filled with something, and it looks a little over designed in my opinion. And just putting something somewhere doesn't mean it has to be there. You can put something better that matches the area. Yeah, and this was the teaser for Psylocke, I believe. Like, you don't need to fill every empty space with like a 3D object. You can put like a painting there, or like put a really nice design on an empty wall to give it a little bit more of an interesting design. You don't have to put like a huge 3D model there just to fit the area, unless it serves a huge mechanical purpose. But if it serves a purpose, then you're gonna want to integrate it into the design better than just plastering it on the wall. Spider-Man looks. Okay, we'll talk about his design later. I hope I'm not the only person that's kind of iffy on his design. But, from what I've heard, he plays really fun. Like, he's like the character that plays really fun. I believe this is his 2099 Spider-Punk skin. And then he's got his bad skin here. Did they update these? I don't remember ever seeing this skin ever until they released the image for it. I don't remember seeing Peter Parker's insurance. Looks good. Yeah. I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about it later. The signature looks cool. Oh, it's even on his boots like that. Wow. Okay. Hold on.
Venom. Venom.
I can't do my voice right now. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, gotta go back. Oh my god, he's massive. Who released this man? Dude, it just like oozes around him. That just, it feels so right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It kind of like sticks onto the wall a little bit for the animation there. Oh, God. Go back. Yeah, it like sticks onto the wall. Oh, they made him ooze all over the place. Ugh. Oh, dude. It's kind of off. He's so sick. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, go back. Oh, go back more. Oh, do that again. Ooh, dude, that chomp. Venom so. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was so cool. That was so clean. It's not like a 3D model. It's a legitimate 2D animation here, and it looks so crisp and clean. It's nice. It's really nice. Then it's Capcom blue skin. I personally don't like it, mainly probably because I don't have any nostalgia for the Capcom game. I like the classic black, and they gave him his classic black, and I'm so glad they gave him like the little white squares here. Oh, he looks amazing. Very job. What was his signature? Was his signature anything? Ooh, he had a nice signature. Edward Eddie Brock. That's good. I like that a lot. I like how there's like, so they have their character's name, their character, their vigilante name, their superhero name, whatever, name up here in that really cool Marvel Rival font that like has those weird slashes through. I wonder if they have like a really big name like Doctor Strange, if they're gonna have like a lot of them. It looks like it only goes through. No, I'll probably be wrong because it's also on the M a little bit, but whatever. I was about to say it only goes through like the vowels, but it's on the M as well. And then they have the signature of their actual name, which is why when they did Spider-Man, it was Peter Parker, and then for Loki it was Loki, and for Hela it was Hela, because their hero villain names are their actual name. But for Venom it's Edward Eddie Brock, and Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and for Penny Parker it's Penny Parker. Really nice. I just think this is a really nice touch, and then having their character logo in the background is really cool. I like that every character has like their own like individual logo. That's an interesting viewpoint as well. All right, Adam Warlock. I know like very, very little stuff, very, very little, but we're gonna look at it. Let's see how this goes.
Adam Warlock awaits.
Yeah, oh, dude, he looks good. But he looks, I don't know, there's something weird about him. Maybe it's like the indents on his skin, or maybe it's just like, it almost looks like he's wearing a shirt but he's not, and he's just wearing this huge cape that like drapes over his like man boobs. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm just not a big Adam Warlock fan, which is probably why I don't know a whole lot about him. His playstyle does look interesting, since I do play supports quite a lot in Overwatch, but I don't know if that's going to transfer over here to Marvel Rivals when I get my hands on the game, but yeah, he's definitely something. His design's definitely interesting. I don't think it's bad, though.
Cosmic justice.
Whew. Yeah, he does sound pretty cool. I do like his voice actor. His voice actor sounds pretty sick. What? What? He doesn't have a signature. He just has a handprint. So he doesn't like sign his name like the other characters. He just puts his handprint down. What? Why? Is there a reason for that? Can anyone, like, tell me why that would probably be a thing? Why he wouldn't have a signature saying Adam Warlock and just put a handprint instead? Is there like I'm probably missing a whole lot. I don't know. Already saw that one. Alright, Jeff. Let's... Jeff! Little baby Jeff. Little baby Jeff. Look at that. He's got all the lines on him. Ooh. Looking good, Jeff. Oh, whoever his voice actor is did a really good job too with like the sounds that he makes. I don't remember who it was, but he does a really good job with all the like the little da 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 sounds. He's like mimicking the music. It's pretty good. Is that all he does in this whole thing? Is he just kind of mimics the music? Yeah. Okay, it's not even like a gameplay. Would... Okay, see, Jeff I would understand if he doesn't have a signature and I saw a handprint instead. Jeff would make sense to have a handprint instead of a signature. Ooh, this is the trailer that I really liked when I saw like snippets of it on TikTok. Ooh, it's,
Wakanda.
ooh. Teaser for Wakanda. Love this. Black Panther.
Only new home.
We could talk about his design later.
A new hope.
Yeah,
The source
teaser for
of
the
a
map
great
that's coming up way later.
The foundation of an empire.
That's so sick. I think that's the sickest thing, to have his arm split into multiple pieces like he's an octopus, just like grabbing stuff from far away, just yanking it. And it's so cool. It gives me like slight Cthulhu vibes, but it's like really, really sick. It's so cool. I'm glad it's not just a normal metal arm. It is a force to be reckoned with. It is awesome. And then we got Captain America here, who I wish they went a little bit more basic with him. He doesn't. He just. You know how a lot of people just give hate towards Spider-Man because he has all the Iron Man stuff now, and they wanted him to be more basic, ground zero. I don't know what to call it, but like a street hero. I kind of wish they did the same thing for Cap, because I don't like, or I kind of wish they did that for Cap, because he feels like he doesn't feel like Captain America to me, especially because of his shield. Ooh, Bucky. I know why they chose to give him a pistol, but I really wish they gave him something else. Like, at least, like, a shotgun that he's holding in one hand, or like a small SMG or something. Like, the pistol looks kind of weird, but it does make his arm, like, get highlighted more in his pit. And Cap, I just don't like how his shield glows like that. Like, I get why it does. I just don't like it. Map looks sick. Doom. Oh, Doom. Doom. I want to see you get released so bad. You're gonna be in the game. I don't know if you're gonna be one of the 33 or if you're gonna be unlocked in a later season, but woo! I gotta get me some of that Doom. Those big pauldrons, the blizzard-looking pauldrons. The fur cape looks awesome. The mask looks awesome. The gauntlets are huge. It just looks really cool. He's playing chess with like all these pieces here. I heard some sort of theory here. I don't know what it was. Hydra going on. That's cool. Artwork again. They're still kind of committing to that style of like the crosshatch, or like the sketch kind of still being in the forefront of like the character design here. The artwork looks cool. Artists are really, really good at what they do here. Amazing. I'm going to skip the tournament stuff, and we're going to go straight to Salak. I have not seen this. I have not seen anything about Salak, mainly because I wasn't super interested in playing Salak when I heard how she was going to play. So I have not seen this at all. Only thing I saw was a snippet at the end when they teased Moon Knight. Other than that, I have not seen anything of Psylocke whatsoever. So let's see how this goes. I also don't know a whole lot about Psylocke. Voice actress seems pretty cool. The design is good. It's not comic, like super. I won't say comic accurate because there's a comic version of that looks like that. But it's not the traditional one that we're used to. I know a lot of people talking how she feels like she's gonna be the poster child like Kiriko currently is for Overwatch. So like Kiriko just gets all the skins. I can see similarities in the design. Moon Knight, boom. Did it show off the signature? Okay. Not a whole lot. It just kind of showed off her stuff that she can do. Let's rewatch Moon Knight. Let's rewatch my boy. Or boys, I should probably say. Oh, no, go back. Oh, that's so good. My boys, they look so good.
I tear through the cloudless night.
Yeah, get him, Batman. Oh.
The moon is out, and so are you.
The mood is out, and so are you. That's so sick. I don't remember who his voice actor is, but he's really good. It might. I was about to say he sounds similar to Soldier 76, but I don't think it is. No, I'm not hearing it anymore. Some other dude. But he sounds great. Abilities look cool. He is amazing. I know everybody's gonna main him at some point. There's just gonna be a bunch of matches filled with just Moon Knight. Go back. They started doing it again. We got Mark Spector, buddy. We got Stephen Grant. We got Jake Lockley. Oh, I'm so glad they did all three. That's amazing. They even look kind of different. They're not like signed to the exact same. Mark Spector and Stephen Grant are. They might be the same. No, they're not the same font. If you look at Stephen, his font is different because look at how he does his T's. Everything's so swirly, so nice. Mark starts off that way, and then he just everything's a little bit bigger, a little bit more spaced out. And then when you get to Spectre, it's not everything's tied together, but it still looks nice. He slashes his T's. This one is very curved. So they are different ones. These two are very similar because Mark and Stephen are kind of similar. I don't know too much about the backstory on Moon Knight, but I do love the series for the MCU, so they seem kind of similar. Jake Lockley is so different, so drastically different. Look at that. That's cool. I like that a lot. That's some nice detailing. Alright, let's go back. Let's hit it with the other Wakanda map. Cool. Let's go to Wakanda map. Now, I know this one's supposed to be like a space station or something like that. I personally wish it wasn't. But from what I'm already seeing, it looks really good. I'm loving the vibe it's giving. Really nice mix. Because, like, if you didn't tell me it was a space station, you didn't show me that first part of, like, the galactic head in the sky, I'd be very surprised. This looks amazing. Beautiful color choices of a lot of gold and purple. They're always really good together. Different golds really good. And you got lots of darks in there. A little bit of red, a little bit of different ones. Obviously, natural colors still gonna be there. That looks amazing. I like that. Ooh. Looking good. Ooh, what's that afterwards? Okay, cool. Alright. Already saw Hawkeye, but we're going to watch it again, just because Hawkeye is amazing. You won't hear me saying that, or anything else about this game, really. I can't miss. And then proceeds to miss on his second shot. Dude, the new Hanzo skin's looking great. Oh my gosh.
Please give me a challenge.
Does he have a bun? Yeah, he has a bun. Okay. I thought he just had like long hair in the front and short hair in the back for a second. But no, he has a bun. That's cool.
Here we are
Yeah,
again.
he's literally Hanzo and Genji from Overwatch as the same character, which was like their character concept in the beginning for Genji. It was just to be a bow and arrow and sword.
Never
And,
miss.
his ult here looks awesome. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. So I think what happens is that once he does this, all the characters that are within like that radius of his ult get affected by this. And as they're moving, they kind of drop down these little after images that stand still. And so long as he's hitting them or somebody else is hitting these after images, the player that's been, the enemy player that's been leaving these after images down gets damage taken off of them. So you don't have to be a good archer for this. You can just start hitting things because they're standing still now. So if you're a bad archer, this ultimate's gonna help you a lot.
That's back.
Really cool. Clint Barton. Does he do? He does like the @ symbol. What? Why? He does an @ symbol for Barton. Dude. That's so. I don't know if that's lame or that's really cool. Like, he does an @ symbol.
Wow.
I don't know if that's lame or cool. Okay, Hydra. Let's go. Even just the Hydra symbol looks so cool. I know that's like another character. I don't remember his name either. Somebody else mentioned this in another channel. Oh, that's so cool. Go back. I like that. That's cool. All the Avengers there. That's really cool. It's kind of like a lion's line, but instead of a lion, it's like the Hydra character here. You got him here. All the characters with all, like, I believe the original Avengers, right? Black Panther, Hulk, Iron Man, Hawkeye. I believe that's Spider-Man. Who the hell are you? That's Thor. I know a lot of people are suspecting that's Black Widow. Up here, that's Captain America. Who are these two on the bottom? Yeah, I have no idea who these two are on the bottom. We've probably already seen them in the game. So I've seen nobody mention these two on the bottom, but everybody mentions this is probably Black Widow. Oh, salute. Nice. This map just looks so good. This is probably my favorite map. This is the Hydra map. That's cool. It's so interesting. I like that. That's also really cool. This actually reminds me of the that one old Overwatch map. I don't remember what the name is, but it's like in the snow. You're in Russia. It's a capture point map, and like this reminds me of the second capture point area, where they have all these mechs in the room with you. They just kind of stand there all around the area. But interesting. Really interesting map. And then we got this underground area. What is this? What in the world? Dude, they're using just lava pools just to flow in and out of the area. That's nice. I like that. That's pretty interesting. That's cool. Huge door. Nice. Again, that has to be my favorite map. I have no problems with that map. Like, they even got like a Cthulhu Hydra thing. I don't know. They got like Cthulhu back there or something. It looks really, really cool. I really hope people educate me on this, because if I don't know what that is, it's gonna look really bad on me. Alright, this one just came out. It's Clintar. This one's gonna be amazing. I've heard a lot about this like map being alive or moving around, and I'm so hyped for this. It's gotta be super cool. It looks really good. A lot of these maps are sounding really, really good. I don't think anything's gonna be the Hydra map for me. The Hydra map is up there for sure. Clintar could be the next best because of all the symbiote stuff. Whoa! Whoa, those things are cool. Okay, this map does look really good though. I don't know if it's gonna be Hydra though, but it's really creepy, and I really digging it. I'm really digging this map. What game mode is this for? This is... Oh. Is that it? No, give me more. I want to see more. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, there's just like a symbiote moving across the map. Is that what that is? Okay. Before I get to my tier list for the characters that I want to see in the game, I just want to go over the shorts. They're super small, so I'm not gonna have a problem with them. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like they're just going over their animations they do when you select the character. Character selection animations. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no, we're getting their... I just noticed, we're also getting their signatures down here. Cool. Okay. Well, I didn't notice hers. Oh, hers is in Japanese. Oh, cool. That's a very pretty way of doing it. It's really weird, actually. It's pretty, but it's also weird. I've never seen anybody... Dude, is that in Japanese? It's gotta be. Yeah, I think so. I recognize this character and this character, but the way they did the cursive in the middle looks really weird. But they also made it look like a butterfly. That's interesting. Alright, Magneto.
For mutant kind.
What is your signature? Can somebody please tell me what language this is? I'm so ignorant. I don't know what this is. I want to say it's Hebrew. It would be really cool if it's Hebrew or something, but I genuinely don't know. I gotta look that up. It probably isn't. What language is that? Is that a made-up language? Can somebody tell me if that's a made-up language? I feel like it wouldn't be. They've so far used a bunch of real ones.
Embrace the chaos.
Wanda looks pretty normal. But I like her intro. Her intro's really cool. Hela, hers using Nordic runes, just like Loki.
Hela is here for mortal
Yeah.
souls.
Ooh, and they like italicized it, which looks really cool. Hawkeye, we got that @ symbol. Let's go. Give me that @ symbol.
Hawkeye is in position.
Yeah, give me that @ symbol, Hawkeye. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna make fun of him every time I see that. Every time I see that @ symbol. In next battle, this is just introducing Hawkeye all over again. So I'm just gonna skip that one. Namor, what do you got for me, buddy? Let me see. Ooh, okay. You got like a little stamp here. I forgot what language it is that they speak. Is it Yoltec? So they leaned more in like his MCU counterpart, which is nice. I guess if they want to give some characters more diversity, this is the most recent one that a lot of people are more familiar with, which is Namor, and not really Namor, but Namor. So it makes sense that they're leading in this direction, which is nice. I definitely like seeing this. I don't know what this means at all. If it means Namor, that would be really cool. If it's just a Mayan stamp, then it's just a Mayan stamp. But if they could spell it out in like the language, that would be really cool. Cat. Your intro's pretty cool. He like breaks and cracks.
Freedom's an idea that will.
Yours is also kind of just normal. Nothing too big on yours. Oh, Bucky, you're so cool. You gotta stop being so cool. Plain. It's kind of just a normal signature. I hate that you have a pistol so much. I hate that you have a pistol. Punisher, let's go.
They call me the Punisher.
Ooh, you have a really nice signature. Look at that. That's really nice. Really hard to read, but it's really nice. Let's go, Loki. Loki. Oh, what? They changed his signature. Oh, why? You should have kept it as the runes. That was so cool. Disappointed. They made it like an unlimited cosmic. And then he just has the handprint. Why do you have the handprint, my guy? Somebody please explain why his signature would be a handprint. I just want to know why it's a handprint.
Wakanda forever.
Nice. I don't know what language that is. I'm assuming it's some sort of African language or whatever Wakanda would probably be. Mantis is just Mantis. There's nothing super great about that signature. But I just like that they have signatures. I think that's just really cool. They're all individual. And his is a paw. His is a paw print, right? Yes! He has multiple paw prints. See, for Jeff, it makes so much sense that his signature would be paw prints. Why is Adam Warlock's his handprint? Why doesn't he write his name? But I guess you could see the same thing for Namor. Like, why? But, this is just really cute for him, but for the other people who probably can't actually write their name, why don't they write it? Doctor Strange, let's go.
There is only one sorcerer supreme.
Dr. Stephen Strange, yeah, looks good. Also voiced by Liam O'Brien. If anybody's into to D&D, you know who Liam O'Brien is. And I love that Doctor Strange is Liam O'Brien. It's so cool. Star-Lord. What is your signature?
Need help? Call Star-Lord.
Why is that your signature? Why does it look like that? It doesn't feel like a signature. You just printed it out. I already know what your signatures look like, but they're so cool. So
You got Moon Knight now.
Hey, which one's really cool? Let me skip that one. Penny Parker. I didn't get to see your signature. I didn't pay attention.
Spider is all powered up.
Oh, she also does it in Japanese. That's awesome. Very cool. Penny Parker. Nice. Cool. Group, how do you sign your name, Group? How do you sign? Is it also like? Yo! Okay, Groot has the best signature. Groot has the best signature. Yo! I didn't notice that. I love that. I don't know. I think this is the best signature. It's so funny. This is so funny. Like I was expecting like a paw print or like a line or something. Or like a squiggly line or something. This is hilarious. This is so adorable. This is so cute. Oh my goodness, dude. That is great. I'm so glad I'm looking at the signatures for everybody. Alright, Thor. Do me justice. Don't write your signature like everybody else. Please give me the runes like Hela.
Laid low by lightning.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Awesome. I love that. Dude, he is thick. He looks so cool. Also voiced by shoot. No, I forgot his name. He's also big in the D&D community. He's from Critical Role. What is his name? He plays Thor a lot. He voices Thor a lot. He sounds so good. Alright, Rocket, let me see how you sound your name. You know, at first I didn't like his design, and I'm actually digging it a little bit more now. Rocket, oh god, it's like he's writing it with crayons. Oh, baby magic. Let's see how you do this. Ooh, ooh, that's pretty good. Not too bad. Oh, she's so hot. That's awesome. Iron Man, let's go. Let me see that signature, baby. That is a beautiful signature for Tony. Oh, that is such a good looking signature. Anyone can see that. It is a really good looking signature. It's really small. I wish they did them a little bit bigger so you can see them, because it kind of gets lost on the white of the text for Iron Man. But it looks really good. It looks really, really good. Alright, Hulk. Let's see it. That's where they should see it. Bruce Banner and then Hulk. That's cool. Bruce has a really nice signature too. It kind of reminds me of Tony's. And then Hulk just goes Hulk. Honestly, a thumbprint would have been really fine too, but Hulk does Hulk things. Nice. Ooh, I believe, are these skins? I don't want to go through these. Let's go through the skins that we see in the community. So this is the one that came out today, or yesterday, I think. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It looks really good. It reminds me of Agent Venom a lot. Space Knight. Maybe this whole Agent of the Cosmos thing, whatever it is going to work out just fine. First appearance in Venom, Space Knight. Oh, this is an actual thing? Whoa, Space Knight. Let me look this up. Space Knight. Space Knight Venom. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Okay, guys. Pretty sick. I like it. This is just Psylocke. This is just the Psylocke everybody knows. Storm Mohawk. No, actually, does it say? First appearance in Uncanny X-Men 1981. Yeah, this is just Psylocke. Their version of Psylocke. Or the comic book version of Psylocke. Oh, her Mohawk looks amazing. I could never get too much of Storm. I could never have too much of Storm. First appearance in Uncanny X-Men 1981. I think this might be an original skin. Unless I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever seen the Mohawk one. Then we got Magneto in his classic purple and red. Oh, beautiful. I do kind of miss the facial hair that he has in his OG skin from Marvel Rivals, but this looks good. This looks good. 1963. Oh, this digs back far. Makes sense, 1963. Yeah. Scarlet Witch. Ooh, this is her MCU one. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. This is her mom's skin. That's what every mother does, yeah. Appearance in Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness 2022. Yeah. How does this look in comparison to her Space Knight? Doctor Strange. Mom. Please tell me. Okay, cool. How does this look in comparison to that? Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty spot on. That is pretty accurate. The red doesn't have as much detail as this would have, obviously. It's missing some detail, but it gets it across. This looks really good. Wow. Okay. Even the crown, I think, is really good. Yeah, look at that. That is super accurate. Alright. I don't know if anybody's going to hate me. I don't like these Power Ranger skins. I'm not a big fan of these Power Ranger skins. They're not my favorite. We got Hawkeye, whatever. This one reminds me of Genji the most. So much. He looks so much like Genji. If you made him like silver and green and not purple and black, it's Genji. It's straight up just Genji. I'm not a fan. Yep. And then here we got Namor with his MCU counterpart skin. Actually, probably gonna have a better chance of looking at this. How close is that? I can't really tell because we don't see the front, but it does look. It does look like it resembles it a lot. What about the earrings? That looks pretty good. Yeah, it even pokes out. His haircut's pretty similar too. Wow, wow. They did a really good job. We can't see a lot of the skin, but it looks super accurate. Never seen this guy. Never seen this one. Shoot, what is it? What is the name of that skin again? Where'd he come from? First appearance in Planet Hulk. Captain Gladiator. Captain Gladiator. I don't think I spelled that right. Did I? Ooh. Okay, this is the one that I'm seeing. It's not the most accurate. It's not a 1-to-1. But what they did do does make it look really cool. It's not 1-to-1, but that's fine. It's not 1-to-1. Go back to Google. Exit that out by mistake. Winter Soldier here. Revolution. Is this from Sentinel of Liberty? Sentinel of Liberty. Oh, is this the one that they're... Okay. Okay. I'm not seeing a lot. I might not just be digging hard enough for you guys, but yeah, like here's the skin. And then here's the outfit for the cover. Again, not a 1-to-1 from not a 1-to-1, which is fine. But he looks good. He does get the idea across. He looks a lot like the Punisher here for me. But it looks great. His arm looks amazing. Punisher 2099. Ooh, I've seen this one. Punisher. I've seen this one. Yeah. What it looks like, I think what I've heard people say is that they are not doing comic book outfits, but what they're doing is that they are making skins inspired by their comic book counterparts. So it doesn't look like they're ever going to be 1-to-1 variations. But they're going to make skins inspired by those comic books. So this is... Dang, he is wide in some of these comic books. Oh my god, I don't remember him being so wide. It looks vastly different than the 29.9 version. Loki season 2. There's not much to go off, so I'm not even gonna do this. But he looks amazing. He looks a lot like the actor. Adam Warlock from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I don't even remember Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Adam Warlock. Yeah. Okay, that is a terrible image. Yeah, does he have the shoulder pads? He does. They're really good at doing the MCU skins. The MCU skins look really good. He doesn't rock the same exact hairstyle, but it's very similar. His skin now looks like normal skin. He doesn't have like the indentations that he had in his default. Honestly, I'm digging this over the MCU version. Like, honestly, they're the same thing, but it does not look good in real life compared to in the game. This looks so much better. I don't know if it's just the pose, or maybe he's just thicker, or what. It looks better here than it does in the MCU. Best chosen. Yeah, I've seen this one before too. It's not super comic accurate. He's got way more bones on him and everything, but he looks good. I forgot which version of Black Panther this is, but it's like from way back when. But it's a great skin. This is the skin I've been seeing around a lot from leaks, and it looked really good, and I really want it. It looks great. Don't even need to look this one up, but it's the Guardians of the Galaxy one. It says Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I don't remember them having... Did they have it in 2, or was it in 3? I could have sworn these were in 2. But 3 makes sense too. Yeah. Looks good. This one's so cute. This one's so cute. Incognito Dolphin. The dolphin is not the same color than it was in the comics. I think it was a different color. But... Sorry, something just came up for a second. But, yeah, Jeff's just so cute. I think he was gray when he did this one, when we looked that up. Did I spell that? I spelled that so bad. Yeah, but I got it across anyway. Yeah, he looks like a normal dolphin. Over here, he looks like he's a piñata. He's a piñata, guys. So cute, though. Oh, I didn't see this Doctor Strange one. Sorcerer Supreme of the Galaxy. First appears in Doctor Strange 2018. What? Issue number 5. Okay. What? This one looks really weird. I like the haircut. His hair looks really interesting. The cape looks really cool. How it comes up over here. I don't know if this is... I don't know if these shoulder pauldrons are part of his cape, or if it's just this red part. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know. Star-Lord. It's nice that they gave him his guns. Like, these guns look very, very accurate from what I remember. He just looks like Star-Lord. Nothing really to say. Moon Knight. Oh! Yeah! There we go. Mr. Knight. Is this... Okay, so this is the one that they have inspired by the comic books which is almost a full white suit. I understand why they use a lot more light gray because they didn't want to take too much. Is he still wearing a cape with this suit? Yeah, it looks like he's still wearing a cape with this suit. I guess, yeah, because he has that glide ability. It would look so weird if he wasn't wearing a cape. He has to wear a cape. I hope what happens is that the cape kind of just appears when he glides and then disappears after he's done gliding. I would hate to see the cape on the suit for the entirety of the fight when he's on the ground. It would ruin the suit skin so bad for me. But it looks good. It looks good. Penny Parker's Venom. That's what the skin was. That makes so much sense. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see no problem with it. It looks good. Guardians of the Galaxy Groot. This one looks good. I'm not a big fan of his default skin, but this one looks really good. I actually like this a little bit better. I don't know. It's not the fact that I need Groot to look like the Guardians of the Galaxy version. Just the one that they made looks a little weird to me. Thor: Love and Thunder. I remember when the movie came out, a lot of people hated his outfit. I liked it a lot. His Love and Thunder outfit is really good. I liked it so much. It was so... It just popped out so much. It looked good to me, in my opinion. Okay, I don't know if... Yeah, this rocket looks great. Eldritch Armor Magic. I want to see the full skin. Superior Iron Man. I've seen this so much. He looks really cool, and he kind of just like oozes all like the nanotech like liquid. Hulk Green Scar. Wait, so this is his Planet Hulk skin, right? So why don't they just call it his Planet Hulk skin? Why is it Hulk Green Scar? Or is it based off of Scar? I don't know. Cute. And back to our Venoms. Yep. Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, this one's gonna be really big. I don't think I've seen anybody really use this one, but this helps me a lot to read them instead of having to guess them based off their comic book counterpart, because I don't know every single comic book counterpart very, very well. So okay, so I've based them off. I've seen some people already do this beforehand. Did I spell this wrong? I did. We got our Vanguard tanks. We got our Duelist DPS. We got a strategist support. I really, really want to avoid skins as much as possible, because I feel like no matter who the character is, so long as it is not the same exact person, I think we can make a character out of them. They do not have to be a skin. Obviously, there's going to be some exceptions, but I want to avoid this as much as possible. This is going to be for characters I just don't know where to place them, where it feels like they could really go to any role or either role, or they don't have like an alternate character that can really dip into any other role and they kind of just have to fit into one. Like how there's 3 Thors that I can think of off the bat, and like each one of them can fit into one category or the other. I just don't know where to put them, then I'm just gonna put them in undecided. Don't make is just a category for characters I just do not want to see in the game. Like, I prefer, these are just characters that I just don't like them. I don't like the characters, or, you know, I feel like there's no reason to put them in the game, really. They're either just so, like, too obscure to the point where, like, it's not needed. Like, But in my opinion, it's just for characters I just don't want in the game. Actually, let's put one more. For, I don't know. I just don't know the character enough. I'll try to look them up as much as I can to really get a feel for them as I go through them, but I genuinely just will not know these characters. Sorry, my brain is just telling me to put them in the color order that they appear in. Alright. I believe they are in alphabetical order. I did not put every character that is in the game in the in-game category. We got Adam Warlock, Black Panther, Captain America. We got a good chunk, but as we come across them and they are in the game already, we'll put them in the game. We'll put them in this category. If they are characters that are presumed to be in the game, or we've seen leaks for the characters in the game, but they haven't been placed in a Vanguard Duelist strategist, we're going to do it for them to see what probably would fit the best, even though they may be coming to the game. Anyway, they're not going to be in this category. Unless they are distinctively already placed in the game, and we already know what their exact thing is, they're going to be in this category. Other than that, we're going to have to do it for them and just guess what they would be, or make a good assumption, a good educated guess as to what role they'll be in, or if they would have to be a skin, which again, I'm trying to avoid as much as possible. And we're already starting pretty big. Abomination. Depending on how they make Abomination, always feel free to just state your own opinion. I do have chat up on my phone as well to see if anybody has any opinions to try and sway me to change what my thought process is on this. But for Abomination, they genuinely, because of he's a Hulk variant, and Hulk variants are going to be very, very hard to do, I really want to avoid making him a skin and just making him his own character. If you have to make Hulk skins, it'd be hard because you would have to hire new voice talent for every skin and change up a lot of the voice lines because of Hulk to fit that particular skin, which I don't think would be bad. It's just because there's so many Hulk variations, it would be a lot just for Hulk. So for Abomination, I would have to make him another character. I really want to. So for Abomination, let's make him a tank. We're gonna make him a tank. He's gonna be a tank. There's no other way that I can really think of him as a strategist or a duelist. He's just too big. He's just too big of a target. And because of that, because he's too big of a target, he has to kind of be a tank. But I want him to work differently than Hulk. He has to work differently than Hulk. We're going to keep him in his Abomination mode, his gamma radiation mode, where he's the big guy. He does not shrink down. But he will effectively work as a different variation of Hulk. How would Hulk work if he didn't have that diva mechanic of turning back into Bruce Banner? Abomination can't turn back into whoever he is. He will always stay as Abomination. How would he work? What if he was fully just melee? Because I know Hulk can like throw shit out every now and then. Abomination shouldn't. He should be a pure melee tank. All he is the big beefy guy. The best thing I can think of is if you gave him some alternate type of melee attacks that did different types of damage, or were able to do. I think the best thing you can do if he wasn't going to be pure melee, if you want him to throw something, and this is probably pretty gross. If you remember the Hulk movie that came out in like 2008, 2009, I remember parts where his bone would come out almost like Wolverine's claws, but like on his elbows and stuff. What if he were to just throw bones and regenerate them every now and then as like an ability rather than like his his firing thing, because that'd be really weird if he just threw them out constantly, but like as an ability just to throw them out or like to stab with them, that would be really interesting to show. It'd be really gross, but it could work. Absorbing Man. I don't know a lot about Absorbing Man, but based off of everything I do know, I feel like if anything, he would have to be a strategist or a tank. Absorbing Man, I'm gonna put them here for now, just so we can know which one I'm talking about. Absorbing Man should honestly, it's really hard because I feel like what he can do is, by various different abilities, be able to absorb the things around him to make him harder to kill, to make other characters harder to kill, although that would have to extend past his already normal powers, which usually just affect himself, and I don't think they affect other people. But if anything, you'd have to change him up a little bit, just so he works in these categories. If he were a tank, he would just absorb damage and take it at a certain rate. So he has a certain amount of health, but depending on what you're firing at, maybe he absorbs the area around him, so he turns into stone or he turns into metal. He would be very reliant on the map, which would be a terrible character to pick, because there are just certain maps you just would never play him on. So I feel like they would have to change how the character's power works in order to make him something else. And I feel like it would be best to make him a strategist, to essentially quickly make himself someone who negates damage to a certain extent on himself by quite a lot, but also to negate damage on characters surrounding him, so he'd be able to have it kind of at a range. You'd also have to probably give him a weapon that has multiple materials on it, which would essentially be what he's absorbing. You can give him like a hammer or a shovel or something, you know. It's got dirt on it, so he can turn into the stone or like the rock or whatever. And then it's got multiple different types of metals on it, so that way he can absorb the metal. Give him a gun. I don't know. What else does he have? Absorbing Man. Like, does he have any weapons on him? Yeah, like he has this ball and chain, right? So yeah, you can have the stone come from the chain, or the stone come from the ball, and then the metal portion come from the chain. Which I'm sure that's what he does in the comics, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. So, he would be an interesting tank, but I feel like they should extend his powers a little bit just to make him more interesting of a character. Also to probably buff up the strategist area a little bit. I kind of want to make him a strategist. You know, I'll put him in on this side. Someone please tell me where you're going to put Absorbing Man. I don't know. I just don't want to put him as a tank. But that's probably like everyone else would probably put him. Arrow, I don't know who this is. So we'll come back. I don't know. Agatha. Agatha, I believe, is already very similar in terms of technical powers to Scarlet Witch. So we're going to make her a variation of Scarlet Witch, but in a different role. We already have the Sorcerer Supreme. Obviously, he works differently than Scarlet Witch, but as a Vanguard, so the best route to go is then into Strategist. So I think Agatha Harkness should be a Strategist. How she'd work, I have no idea. I don't know enough about Agatha Harkness to determine how she would work as a strategist, but I feel like it would work best based off of what I've seen off of the WandaVision show, with how she manipulates Wanda throughout the entirety of the show a lot. to convince her that who she is, I'd put her in the strategist portion. However, I haven't seen her show either, so I don't know exactly a whole lot more about her. I really should watch it. I've heard some good things about it, some bad things about it. But for now, I'm going to put her into the strategist support category, just to play it safe and stay on that side. Agent 13. If I remember, Agent 13 is Carter. Not Peggy Carter, but someone else. I don't know. We would have to make another gunning character, a character utilizing a gun. And I don't know what to do with her to make her different than a lot of other characters just utilizing guns. So for right now, I don't know. We can give her gadgets and stuff like that, but I can make her undecided. Agent Coulson. I want him so bad to be a character. Agent Coulson should be a character. How would it work? I have no idea. But it would be so funny if Agent Coulson was a character. Agent 13 definitely should be. I just don't know how she'd work. Agent Coulson, he would have to be a support. I don't see him as a duelist. He just doesn't keep up with everybody else as a character in terms of power. I don't see him as being a tank either unless he were in some sort of suit or something, but I think I can see him as a strategist for sure. It makes the most amount of sense to me is Agent Coulson as a strategist. What he would do, I have no idea, but I just feel like since he's just a supporting cast member in all the Avengers movies up until his death, he works best as a strategist. Doctor Doom. We already know he's going to be a character at some point. Based off of his physique that we've seen, I think he's going to be Vanguard. A really strong one at that. And I really hope... Well, I've heard people talk about Doombots coming into play as one of his abilities, or his ult. Doombots would be really cool if you could summon them to help him fight. Bolster the team. Like when people die around you, you can plant down a Doombot to take their place in combat because they're so far away, just to help out. Like you're losing teammates on the field just because they're either just not doing well or they're getting outnumbered really quickly. You can just have a Doombot go into that direction, almost like putting down a Bob, but not as tanky as Bob and probably less longer than Bob. But that would be really interesting. Agent Venom. Clearly his skin. I can't think of any other reason. I believe that's Eddie Brock anyway. I may be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe so. Ajax. I don't know enough about Ajax. I don't know. Since I just know him by the Deadpool movies, but I don't know enough actually about Ajax, I'm gonna put him in, I don't know. Eliath. We're just gonna put him in, I don't know. Don't make him. Don't make Eliath. America Chavez. Ooh, I think... and because of her multiversal thing, she can kind of use it like a portal. Kind of like Doctor Strange. So... But other than that, I don't know too much about her either. But the best thing I can think of is making her a strategist. Utilizing portals in different ways, her power to amplify herself, other people, and things like that. I don't know. But Angel. It's either a DPS or a strategist. I'm going to put undecided. I don't know where to put him. I don't know where else he could be. Angela. I don't know her character enough to really put her anywhere. Annihilus. I don't know that character enough to put him anywhere. Ant-Man. Ant-Man. Ant-Man is a DPS. Ant-Man has to be a DPS. Doesn't matter if it's Hank Pym or Scott Lang, but Ant-Man would have to be DPS. I only see him as a DPS. It'd be really good because he can go really small to avoid shots, go really big to do lots of damage. Honestly, you can make him a tank that kind of has like the Hulk thing where he transforms. He goes from like his DPS mode to being a tank, which is like the big brawny version. But honestly, I see him more as a DPS majority of the time. He has like the one thing that makes him really big, that kind of like, oh, my tank's dead, let me tank for now as much as I can going into my big mode until he gets back. So he's almost like a DPS Vanguard, but I'll keep him as DPS. Anti-Venom. That's technically already a skin. Apocalypse. I don't know enough about Apocalypse and Marvel. I don't know enough about that one either. I kind of know, but not enough. Same thing. Armin Zola. Ooh, let me see. Let me see. Any of his other comic book looks. Because just the way he is, or the way he looks, and everything, he just reminds me so much of MODOK. But because of how big MODOK is, I kind of want to make him a strategist. It makes sense for like some of the really smart characters who aren't super featured and doing lots of big feats in battle. Armin Zola just makes sense to be a strategist. Manipulating the field of battle. Maybe he helps in terms of boosting characters' cooldown times, or maybe he has something where he makes cooldown times for enemies longer, or maybe he can select a character who doesn't do hit scan but has projectile firing and makes the projectiles a little bit slower, so you can actually see the projectiles coming and be able to react to them a little bit faster, or things like that. Things that like he kind of like breaks the mechanics of the game. Literally, like he's breaking up the mechanic of the game, where it's like, oh, instead of shooting a projectile like this, it works like this now. Oh, instead of your ability taking this long, it takes now this long. Or maybe your ability now is a little bit stronger. General things like that. I think he would be an interesting strategist because he manipulates technology. Maybe he's manipulating like the game. Ooh, I don't know that one. Ooh, Baron Mordo. I've seen him. Baron Mordo. Yeah, because he's in Doctor Strange. We've seen him in Doctor Strange. you could make him a Doctor Strange. If you want to be lazy about it, you can just make him a skin for Doctor Strange. He has his MCU look, and then he has his comic book looks. Because he has so many variations already in terms of his look, I don't want to make him a skin for Doctor Strange. So we'll make him a DPS. How does Doctor Strange work as just a DPS? So give him different spells and abilities that Doctor Strange would have in his own movies to Baron Mordo that work as a DPS. Agatha works as a strategist variation of Scarlet Witch. Baron Mordo works as a DPS variation of Doctor Strange. Baron Zemo. DPS. I don't know where else to put him. He's a DPS. He also looks sick. DPS. Bast. Bast I'm gonna put in don't make. I don't know this one. Beast is a tank. He's gonna work just like Winston. Beast. Beta Ray Bill. Okay, so we're getting into the Thors that I mentioned earlier. So I know 3 Thors. We got our normal Thor, we got Jane Foster Thor, and then we got Beta Ray Bill Thor. I don't want to make him a skin because we have our normal Thor who wields Mjolnir. We got Jane Foster who uses the broken variation of Mjolnir, at least from the MCU. And then we got Beta Ray Bill who uses Stormbreaker, not Mjolnir. Completely different weapon. Beta Ray Bill, I think, since Thor is already a Vanguard tank, Beta Ray Bill will play the DPS variation of how Thor already plays. He's going to deal massive damage. He's just going to do lots of swinging with his weapon, swinging a lot more, throwing it around, doing lots of hits with the hammer side, lots of hits with the axe side, lots of lightning strikes, stuff like that. He's going to play the DPS role of Thor. What does Thor work as if he were to be a DPS? That is going to be Beta Ray Bill. Yes, Beta Ray Bill is big, so he's going to be like... I kind of wish Thor was the DPS variation. We can make Beta Ray Bill the tank, but that's okay. Beta Ray Bill is going to be the duelist, the DPS variation of Thor. And when we get to Jane Foster, we're going to make her the strategist, because that's the only section left, because there's 3 different Thors that we have. If there's more Thors, we might end up having to cut them or make them into skins, or if we can make an excuse for making them way different than any of the other Thors, then we're going to have to place them somewhere else. But right now, Jane Foster is going to have to be a strategist, and I already kind of want certain abilities for her specifically that I can mention when we get to her. But she's in the J's, and we're just now hitting the B's. Big wheel. What is that? Bishop. Ooh, Bishop. Okay. Bishop is going to be a tank. I really want him to be a tank. Because he's going to be able to absorb lots of energy coming at him. At least what I want him to work as is just that any projectile hitting him, anything considered a projectile hitting him, is going to power him up. Not only power him up, he's going to be able to boost other things. So that can either work as a tank or it can work as a DPS. It really doesn't matter, but because of how he's going to have to mitigate damage by just being in the way and by soaking up all the damage, the lower his health goes, the higher his damage goes, but also he can absorb that much amount of power and distribute it out. So I think he works more like a tank than he would as a duelist. So he would work pretty well, but he would have to be a tank that would have to stay at really low health in order to be working like a DPS. But I feel like he works best as a tank. We got Black Bolt. I don't know where I would put Black Bolt, to be honest. I can make him a strategist. I can make him a duelist. I don't think he works as a tank. For right now, I'm going to put him undecided unless someone says something. Black Bolt's just going to be undecided. Bucky Barnes, clearly a skin for Winter Soldier. Black Cat. Ooh. Duelist. Actually, you know what? I want Black Cat to work as a strategist. I want to work as a... Think of Sombra and her hacking abilities. Think of Black Cat as someone who's manipulating parts of the battlefield to kind of like mess with everybody, putting traps down, things like that. I know that's not really part of her character. Her whole thing is about getting in and out of places a lot. So it'd be really interesting if she had lots of evasive... Actually, that works more as a DPS. She has a lot of evasive maneuvers in order to get out of situations, to get out of like traps, to get out of being slowed, to get out of doing things. So she just mostly just evasive getting out of certain things. CCs don't work on her too well. So characters who focus on doing CCs, Black Hat is a really good way to get around that. Is that a lot of her abilities is just immediately jump her out of a zone, or like she's able to get out of areas certain ways. So I think Black Hat would work as a DPS who's just really maneuverable. Blackheart. Wow, that sounds so familiar, but I don't think I know enough about Blackheart to really decide or make one decided. Black Knight though. Let's make Black Knight a Vanguard. Like a melee Vanguard. Really heavy melee Vanguard. I think at one point he has a shield, right? Right. He's also going to be in the MCU soon. I'm pretty sure he has a shield at some point. Am I tripping? Does he not have a shield? This toy has a shield, but I don't know if he has a shield. That doesn't look like official art. Yeah, he has a shield. Yeah, he has a shield. So yeah, I think he would work as a tank. Black Swan. I don't know enough about Black Swan to really do anything. So I'll just be undecided. Black Widow. She's going to be in the game. I feel like she's just going to be straight DPS. I feel like she's going to be Widowmaker. I feel like she's going to be the sniper. A sniper. She's just going to maybe have like her little taser gun things, or maybe her sniper rifle breaks up into 2 different weapons and she puts them together to make a sniper rifle. I don't know, but I feel like she's gonna have her taser fists for melee combat, and then her sniper rifle for further stuff. So that's what I'm thinking Black Widow's gonna be. She's gonna be a sniper DPS unit. Blade. Ooh. Blade, I want to be DPS. He's got a lot of things that he can do. He can use his guns. He's got his blade. He's got stakes. He's got all his equipment with him that he can use to be a DPS. But because of his vampiric abilities, I think he would also make a good combination to be a tank as well. But I think DPS suits him the best. Blast, I don't know you. Blink, I don't know you. Blob, 100%. Billy Marvel, I feel like I should know you too. Brood, I feel like I should know you too. Brother Voodoo, ooh, I'll just keep you on, I don't know. Bullseye DPS, there's no way you're not making anything else but DPS. Cable's a tank. He's too big to not make a tank. Nah, sorry, I don't know you enough. Cannonball, no. I don't even want you in the game, Cannonball. Captain Marvel, I don't want you in the game. Captain Marvel, you can make an excuse for making her a tank. I feel like if you just made her really beefy, you can make her a tank. Yeah, I feel like if Thor's a tank, Captain Marvel kind of has to be a tank. Carnage used to be his own character. So we already have Venom as a Vanguard. Carnage used to be a DPS. I don't know you. Cassandra Nova. I only know you from the MCU, so I'm going to base this off the MCU. I don't know anything about Cassandra Nova other than the MCU. Off of, I feel like Strategist works the best. Cerebro. I do know you, but don't make it a character. Chasm. I don't know you. Cloak and Dagger. I'm going to put them together as just Cloak. I already know they're going to be a character. I feel like they're going to be a strategist. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like they're going to be a strategist. Colossus. He is the tank. He is the tank. There's no way you're not going to make him not a tank. I don't know what other ability you would have unless you gave him like weapons. But I feel like he's going to be very martial based, and he's going to be like the hardest tank to kill because all he is melee. I don't know you, copycat. Corvus Glaive. Ooh. Corvus Glaive is going to be a duelist. Cosmo. Ooh, Cosmo would be a really cool character to have. Strategist. I don't know where else to put him. I don't think they could be a DPS. I feel like Cosmo would have to be a strategist of some sort. Crimson Dynamo, I don't know you enough. Crossbones. I feel like Crossbones is going to end up being a little too similar to what's his name, Punisher, and he's gonna get mixed up with Punisher if he's a Vanguard. But I don't want to make him a DPS because of Captain America and Bucky or Winter Soldier. But he's also really big, so I kind of have nowhere else to place him but tank. I would just have to make sure that he does not work anything like Punisher whatsoever. Crystal, I don't know anything about Crystal, I'm sorry. Cull Obsidian is going to be tank. Nowhere else to put him but tank. Yeah, no, I can't. He's just too big to be anything else. Cyclops. Ooh, I've heard so many variations of Cyclops over like the past couple weeks of like where he should be. I've heard variations of him being a strategist. I've heard variations of being him a duelist. Obviously, he's not going to be tank, so he's got to be one of these. I think what I heard was the best version was him being a strategist, calling out to all the other characters, being able to give them buffs, like to meet my X-Men or whatever kind of things. I think that works. Like we already have like one of the leaders of the Avengers as a duelist already, which is Captain America. So Cyclops being like one of the leaders of the X-Men, it makes sense to have him being the strategist. So I think Cloak and Dagger. Where's Cloak? Cloak and Dagger right there. Okay. So we haven't gotten to Wolverine yet. This is the same thing that I did with Thor. Because what I can think of is Daken, X-23, and Wolverine are essentially the same character. So you can make the same type of build, but for 3 different types of for the 3 different types of classes. Wolverine's gonna have to be tank. I want him to be tank. He just takes all the hits. Daken's gonna be a strategist because I want X-23 to be the DPS because I want her to be the fast ability. Daken's gonna have to do something to be a strategist. Other than that, he's gonna have to be a skin for Wolverine. But since he's his own character, I really don't want to have to do that. Yeah. If there's a way to make Wolverine a strategist, is there a way to make Wolverine a strategist? I don't know. Probably not. So I'm gonna make him a skin. Danger. I don't know Danger. Daredevil. Ooh, Daredevil. It's gonna have to be a duelist, unless like his blindness helps people out as a strategist, where he's like a location he calls them out. He'd have to work as a strategist, but other than that, I don't see him doing that. I feel like all of his abilities are gonna be very selfishly centered towards him getting all the help that he needs from his abilities. So I think Daredevil's gonna be a DPS. I don't know Darkhawk. I don't know Dazzler very well. I've heard of Dazzler. I don't know Dazzler very well. Deadpool. I don't know what else to do with Deadpool but put him in DPS. There's no way he's nothing else. Death. Lady Death. Ooh. That'd be a really cool character to put in the game, but I would say she'd be too powerful. Deathlock. I don't know, because we have Cable, right? We have Deathlock. It'd have to be a tank. They'd have to work very differently from each other. Unless I'm thinking visibility is wrong. I don't know. The Destroyer would be a really cool character as well. If you were to make Cyclops a strategist, Destroyer is going to have to be a Vanguard version of Cyclops. Just based on my knowledge from the MCU. I don't know from the comic books at all. So that's just my guess. Devil Dinosaur. What the fuck is that? That sounds awesome. I don't know what he is, but just because he sounds really dumb, I'll put him there. Dr. Octopus. Oh, this is a really good one. I've heard just very little of. You can either make him a tank, or you can make him a strategist. And I feel like what he can do is he can use his tentacles to grab and misplace or place people in different areas by pushing them. So you can push a friendly away or towards someone, or use another one to push or pull in an enemy. I feel like he would work as a strategist. He'd also be fairly maneuverable with all things. He can crawl all over the place. He can protect himself as a strategist. The only thing is that he wouldn't be able to do a lot of damage. I feel like he doesn't have enough abilities to deal damage, especially from a far distance. Unless you give like blasters to his tentacles. I don't think so. Dogpool. I don't want Dogpool in the game, to be honest. I feel like it's just too weird. Domino is another one that would be really weird. Like, how does Domino work? Because her power is luck. You can give her guns, but then it's like you can make any other character like Agent 13 who have a gun to do things. So like, what exactly does luck do? So I'd say just don't make Domino. Dormammu. Ooh. Dormammu would be really cool, but I don't know where to put him. Dracula would be cool, but again, I don't know what to do with Dracula. Make him a tank version of Blade. If Blade's gonna be a DPS, we can make Dracula like the tank variation of Blade. Like, what does he look like? Drax is DPS, straight up DPS. I don't see him as anything else. There's no way Drax is not DPS. Dream Spider? I don't know that. Doppelganger. Ooh, nah, don't make Doppelganger. I don't want to have too many Spider folk, even though I want to have a lot of family characters together, like the Spider family, the Thor family. I don't want to have too many, just like a few to like, you can have a whole team of them. Ebony Maw's gonna be a strategist. Echo. I don't know what to do with Echo to make her too different, but Ego. Don't make Ego. Ego's gonna be really weird. You can make a map of Ego. Ego would be really interesting if you were playing on Ego, and like the map is like trying to kill everybody. That'd be so sick. But I don't think you can make a character for Ego. Electro. Electro, I'm gonna make DPS. I don't know what else you can do with Electro. You could make him a strategist, where he like stuns people, stuns abilities, things like that. You know, yeah, let's do that. When he stuns abilities using electricity, he doesn't deal damage all the time, but like when he does do like a significant thing, it's like it keeps you from doing a certain ability. Like maybe like makes your cooldown longer. Maybe it stops an ability from happening. Maybe like you have like a passive going and it stops an ability from happening, or maybe it just deals damage on certain things. Electra should have to be a duelist. She'd have to be a duelist of some sort. Also, Bloodstone. I don't know that character too much. I've seen her before, but I don't know anything about her. Oh, Emperor Hulkling. The Hulk family, dude, is so annoying because the way Hulk works. Oh, man. Don't make him. Enchantress. I want to make her a strategist. I feel like she'd be a good strategist where she's manipulating characters in a certain way. Like, but then again, I feel like Enchantress is probably too close to Loki, right? Let's put her on undecided. I don't know what to do with Enchantress. Falcon is gonna be DPS because we know he has guns and he flies around. Firestar, I don't know enough about Firestar to do anything. Forge, let's make him a strategist version of Cable. Galactus, don't make Galactus. Gambit's a DPS, 100%. There's so much you can do with Gambit as a DPS. Oh my god. Just shooting out his cards, choosing one for them to blow up. Maybe you can just throw a spray of them like a shotgun. He still has his staff that he can use. You can make his staff hit and then choose one that like does explosive damage. There's so much you can do with Gambit. He is such a DPS unit. He's so... I really, really want Gambit as a DPS. I'm not even like a huge Gambit fan, but Gambit would work so well as a DPS character. There's nothing else I can think of. Gamora. With how strong Gamora actually is, I feel like she should be a tank. Gamora would have to be a tank. She'd probably be like one of the smaller tanks in the game, but like I feel like there's just too many dudes. Let's make a thick mommy out of this. Like Gamora, like it's perfect. Ghost. Ooh. Strategist or duelist? I feel like she works a lot like Sombra, so duelist. Ghost Rider can go DPS or tank, but I think I really want to see him as a tank. I think he'd work really well as a tank. Spider-Gwen. Okay, so we're getting into the spider characters a lot. Spider-Gwen would be hard to... Because we already have Spider-Man, right? Venom's his own thing. I want to think of Venom as really as his own thing rather than like another Spider Family character. But we have Spider-Gwen. She works way too similar to how Spider-Man actually works. So we'd have to put her in another category that's different than duelist. And because Venom is already a tank, Carnage is already a DPS. The only spot I can really put her in is how would Spider-Man work as a strategist? How would Spider-Man work as a strategist? I don't know where else to put her. She obviously clearly can't work as a tank, and we can't really put her in DPS because Spider-Man's already in DPS, so we have to put her in support. I don't know this one. Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh, let's make him... You see, this one's hard. I'll keep him in tank. I feel like he can do tank. Gilgamesh, I feel like he can tank, and he's just gonna fisticuff everybody with his hands. Gladiator. I actually don't know anything about Gladiator or Glob. I've heard of Glob recently, very, very recently. Gladiator, I've heard of a couple times. So I'm just gonna put them in. I don't know. I just don't know enough about them. I don't want to spend like too much time looking up every niche detail about characters I don't know about just to decide where they're gonna be. So no. Gore the God Butcher. Oh, dude, where can Gore be? I'm gonna put him in DPS. He's out there killing gods, right? He's gotta be really strong to kill gods. So let's put him in DPS. Goose would be another really funny character to put in. Let's make Goose a DPS. Let's make Goose a DPS. Grandmaster, the Grandmaster. I don't know what to do with the Grandmaster. So I'm gonna put an undecided. Or strategist. Let's put him in strategist. Graviation. I feel like he's been in like one of the animated series. But I feel like I don't know enough about him. Green Goblin. Ooh. I really want him to fly. And just drop bombs. Like he's fucking... What's his name? From Overwatch. Junkrat. Like he's Junkrat. But like he flies. Junkrat, but he flies. That would be terrible. So he'd be DPS for sure. Grey Gargoyle. I don't know about Grey Gargoyle too much. Gwenpool. Ooh, now we're getting to the Gwens. Is Gwenpool the same person as Gwen Stacy? Let me look that up real quick. I don't think so because her last name is Pool. Right, what is her name? Gwendolyn Gwenpool. Yeah, that's her name, Gwendolyn Gwenpool. She's not Gwen Stacy, she's Gwenpool. Because her name gets mixed up. Her alter ego is Gwenpool, right? It's like her whole thing. So she kind of works like Deadpool in a way, I believe. Where'd I put her? Undecided, right? I'll make her strategist because she has her moped. I'm assuming her moped is a big thing with her too. Like, what if Deadpool was a strategist? I feel like Gwenpool's much smarter than Deadpool, and she can use her fourth wall breaking mechanics to essentially aid in things rather than dealing damage. So that would be really interesting. Havoc. Ooh. Let's put him in DPS. Hawkeye, but the Kate Bishop version. I don't see Kate Bishop being a tank, and I don't see her... she could be DPS, but Hawkeye's already DPS. Honestly, I really wish Hawkeye the first time was a strategist because he has multiple arrows that can help out in different ways. So she could have different arrows than him that essentially do things that help out, like sonar, trapping things, planting bombs, things like that with arrows. So I feel like that would be a better variation of the strategist. Hazmat, don't know strategist. Don't make this one. Don't make it. Heimdall would be sick. I would love Heimdall. He'd have to have like a teleportability, like a really strong teleportability with the sword. That'd be like an ult, where like he teleports everybody to like a certain area, and it does damage to the area that like you're currently teleporting from. That would be pretty sick. I feel like he'd be DPS. Hela's already in the game. Hela carrier. That'd be a really cool map. But I don't think that's a character. Hellcow. I don't know what that is. That sounds really dumb. Hercules. Would have to be a tank. The High Evolutionary. Ooh. I want to make him a strategist. I don't know what else to put him as. Monkey. Hot Monkey. I feel like he has to be DPS. There's something else you can do with him. Hobgoblin. I know. No. Hobgoblin's gonna have to be a skin for Green Goblin. There's no way you can get around that. There's no way. I don't know the hood. Hope Summers. I don't know enough about Hope Summers. Howard the Duck, there's no way he's not going to be in the game. How much people adore Howard the Duck. I don't like Howard the Duck, but put him as a strategist just because I don't know what else he does. Hulkbuster is going to be a skin for Hulk. Human Torch. We already know he's going to be in the game. I've already seen leaks of him, at least like an image of what his character's supposed to look like. I feel like he's going to be DPS. I don't know how you don't make him DPS. Hummingbird. I don't know Hummingbird. I don't know Hybrid. Hydra Bob. I've heard of Hydra Bob. Let's make him a strategist. Actually, I don't know what to make Hydra Bob. Iceman. Iceman, we're going to make him a strategist. He's going to put up May walls and shit. He's going to mess around with the map. Fixing parts of the map that have been broken with ice. Things like that. Other than that, he deals slight damage. He slows things down. He's going to have to be a strategist. I don't want to make him... Yeah, I don't know what that is. Invisible Woman, she's going to have to be a strategist. With her walls and with her invisible walls, force field walls, invisibility, it feels like she's going to be a strategist. Iron Fist. Ooh, I don't know what the version is that they're making. I know it's not Danny Rand. There's no way you don't make him DPS. Actually, no. No, yeah, there's no way you don't make him a DPS. Ironheart. Okay, this is where we get into the Iron Family. He's already a tank, I believe. Iron Man's already a tank. So we're going to make Ironheart the DPS. Here we go. Iron Lad. Iron Lad. We're going to make him the strategist version. Similar, but different. Jane Foster Thor. So, okay, this is where I get into what I really wanted for Jane Foster. If you've seen Thor Love and Thunder, and you've seen, if you've seen Thor Love and Thunder, where the hammer is broken, and she essentially has it put back together in pieces, and she's able to shoot out pieces of it like it's a gun. That's a really good way to make her have range without having to throw the hammer. She just shoots it out in pieces. But that also reminds me so much of Ramattra from Overwatch, where I kind of want to do this, where she has 100 shots of her hammer. When she runs out, all the pieces come flying back to the hammer at once. So if she empties out if she empties out the hammer, and everything come back to the hammer, on impact, it does like a little small blast, like a small AoE around her. So any enemies are around her, they get pushed back, just so they're not hitting her anymore. So she can then go into melee combat and start hitting them, or start shooting at them again. But again, they're not going to be pushed back so far that they're going to be like really far away, just enough to where they're not within melee combat anymore. But like she's good to go into melee now that she has her whole hammer back together. She does full damage while she has her hammer out. If she has a shot, if she's shooting stuff out, it comes back to her almost immediately. But it takes some time. So if she shoots a little bit, like say she shoots 50 out and she has 50 left, and she starts going into hammering mode, so she's hammering things down, she doesn't do the full damage until she has 100% of her hammer back. So that keeps her from doing just DPS. But I think this works really well in terms of just like part of her kit. I don't know what else she does in terms of a strategist gameplay. It sounds very DPS-y, but but her hammer does that so well. Unless I swap her and Beta Ray Bill, she'd be more DPS. But this is pretty good. I don't know what to do. Jean Grey, I don't know what to do. Honestly, she's really powerful. I have no idea. Jessica Jones, same thing. I have no idea what to do with Jessica Jones. Don't make J. Jonah Jameson. That sounds terrible. It's gonna die. I don't know who this is. Ooh, Jubilee. I've heard strategist, and I've heard DPS. I think DPS fits her best. Juggernaut, obvious, clear winner here. Strategist. Duh. What else would he be? What else would he be? Kang. 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 I'll put it as a strategist. I don't. Yeah, let's make him a strategist. Kazar. Kid Omega. Killmonger. Ooh. I'm gonna make my DPS. I don't know what else to do with Killmonger. Kingpin. Again, like another clear tank. He's just too big to not be a tank. Kitty Pryde. Ooh. Honestly, I don't know how Kitty Pryde would work. I'm leaning towards strategist, but I don't know how she would work. Claw, straight up DPS. There's no way he's not DPS. He's got a gun strapped to his arm. Essentially. Null would have to be... I don't know if... Unless I made Carnage a strategist, Null. I feel like Null's very close. If I'm correct, Null is the symbiote character. I already have Venom up here. I already have Carnage here. I'm gonna put him in strategist. He's gonna be a strong strategist, but he's gonna blaze down like miniature Venom pieces on the ground, like little traps. I don't know. Korg. I'm gonna make him a tank. Korvac. Craven. Oh, he'd be really good as a strategist, just to hunt down characters or help hunt him down. Lady Pool. Hold on. Yeah. It's already like 10:23, so I might just finish up soon anyway. I'm gonna be like halfway through. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh my god, there's so many to do. Yeah. I'm already past the K, so I think I'm okay. Where'd I put her? Don't make Lady Deadpool. Oh, Lady Deathstroke, I don't know enough. Actually, no. Oh, don't make her. I know enough about her just to not make her. Lady Sif. Let's make her DPS. Leader. Ooh. Strategist. Easy. Leech, I don't know. Legion, I don't know. Long Lizard, I don't know. Living Tribunal. Oh, don't make Tribunal. Don't make the Tribunal. You know, we'll stop there. We will stop with the Lizard, and we will hopefully have all this back for next time. There's still quite a bit left to go, and I went through these really, really fast. But I think this is pretty good for right now. I might have, because I did a lot, and a lot of these are still left. And I think after I do them all, I'll probably look at where I can switch up and what I can move. For right now, I think this is good. But yeah, I think that's good for now. Like, I can always get back to this a little bit later. I know something else might have been already revealed tonight, so I might take a look at that. Bring my opinions next time. I think I might either be streaming on Friday or probably on Sunday. I didn't plan on doing it today, but you know, that's all I could really do. Alright. Have a wonderful night, everyone. If you're watching this some other time, I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please, I really, really want to get the views for everyone, so please feel free to share this around. I know everyone has opinions about this. Please leave them down in the comment below. And hopefully, if I get to do this anytime soon, I might actually look at those comments and see what I can take and put them into account. I might switch them around, try to change my mind. Alright, have a good night, everybody.